Hey, the last several years, one thing that has really been trending is big lures. You know, we fish tournaments that are 5-fish limit, so you really need to be catching big fish. And we're finding that a lot of these fish on these deep ledges, whether you're at Lake Eufaula, Toledo Bend, Pickwick Lake, Lake Guntersville, are really feeding on big gizzard shad. I mean, shad that are even a lot bigger than this spoon. This is the Ben Parker Magnum spoon. Ben's a good friend of mine. He designed this thing, and when I first seen it, I thought, man, I don't know how you're gonna catch them on that. And I'm gonna tell you, they'll flat out play volleyball with it. They will sit and smoke it on a school of fish, and you'll catch some of the biggest fish in a school. My favorite thing though is crankbaits. You know, 15 years ago, this here is our Z-Boss 10, which is a standard medium to deep running crankbait. And this was considered a big lure. We've got the 20 that come out, and even now the Z-Boss 25. And you're talking about just a magnum big crankbait. Again, going to big lures to match these gizzard shad that these bass are feeding on. This lure right here will dive down into 20, 25 feet of water. I fish it a lot even in 17, 18 because I like it to be digging and hitting on the bottom. But it's something that's really transcending. Don't let it intimidate you. I cannot tell you how many 2-pounders I've caught on a Z-Boss 25 and even on this big Magnum spoon. A bass, I tell people all the time, they don't have a mirror. They can't tell how big or how little they are. And I'm telling you, these big lures work. They'll trigger a strike. And one of the biggest tips that I like to tell people on, if you've got a school of fish that you know is sitting on a spot, one of the things that I like to do is throw one of these big lures on my very first cast. Because a lot of times you can get the big fish to bite first, especially if you show him something really big. You know, you don't see, a lion going around eating real small prey. The biggest carnivores, if they're gonna eat, they're gonna go eat big. And that's the same way a bass is. A big bass is gonna eat big lures, big bait, and that's what you want with these big lures. So go check them out. Don't be intimidated by them. You're gonna catch a lot of big fish on them.